Hey everyone, it's Dennis Wood here from Cinevate.com, and perhaps one of our most highly anticipated video university sessions, which is a review of our brand new follow focus. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know that this has been the one project that we really have worked on literally for 2 years. And this, the follow focus was actually, the original design was essentially shelved, and we completely redesigned from the ground up. The reason we did that is there were a number of reasons which really we don't need to get into. The bottom line is of what we've designed here is what we feel is one of the finest follow focuses at any price that you can buy. The reason why I'm saying that is because, well, A, I know what went into designing it, but what we did is we decided to start from scratch. We decided to start right at the basement, and we said, okay, what do we need to look at first? And the first thing we needed to look at was gears. So the gearing inside the unit, and what you'll tend to find if you look at units in this price range is you will find a transmission from an RC car, which is essentially a fairly inexpensive part with a shaft in and a shaft out, and usually a set of bevel gears that are of decent quality. But we really, in order to achieve our design goals, we had to go beyond that. We had to actually design, manufacture our own gears with a particular cut and have a extremely durable material. And we also had to design in actual bearings. So what you need to know about the internals is that we've designed, this unit has been designed from that up, and that those are made of, that we use bearings, and they're actually steel parts. So, and that's why we've given the unit a lifetime warranty. It's built at a level that where we can have a lot of confidence in saying, you know what, if you buy this, you will have it for the lifetime of your shooting. The other big thing for us was designing the mount. And this is one thing that we'll talk about as we go over the use of our follow focus gears and how to mount this and the kind of flexibility it gives you, because essentially due to the design, the one rail design, and we've worked really hard on making sure this clamps so it won't slip, and it seems like a small challenge. It's actually a large challenge. So and we wanted to design the flexibility so that this could be used on the red camera, to the scarlet, whatever it looks like when it comes, and of course to our 35mm adapter solutions, and work with a wide variety of lenses, which include the stock lens that we're shooting this on, which is the Fujinon on the HPX 500. So this unit, its basic overview, it has a very powerful clamping mechanism. This is an EX1 rig, and we've intentionally put a monster of a lens. That's the Nikon 80-200. Which is a constant aperture f2.8D, and that's the EX1 with our full rails kit and so on and so forth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit on this follow focus, and I'm going to do what I said you could do in one of the forum posts, which is I'm going to pick up the entire rig holding on to just our follow focus knob, which is going to be a demonstration of just how strong this equipment is, and one of the reasons why we're offering a lifetime warranty. So, not that you would ever do this. I mean, I guess if you're a DP and you want to impress the heck out of your friends, you could. But I'm going to actually snug it up probably a bit more, obviously, than I would normally. And I'm going to take it off the tripod. And this has not been rehearsed, so I'm just hoping nothing clunks, crashes, or whatever. But so there's our rig. And what I'm going to do is what I said I would do in the post. Okay, I'm going to actually hold the rig here. And I've got a little bit of separation on the gear here, but you can see we're not slipping. And we're not falling off. Oh, there's a race. I'm not quite strong enough to do this. It's a bit of a workout to do this, but there's the rig. And we can even give it a spin around the follow focus. And there you go. And we're going to put it back on here. And now that I'm red-faced, well, I guess that's probably your biggest evidence. And you can see, oh, lo and behold, we can still focus on our rig. And I don't technically have to readjust it here, and I can just take it off. There you go. So if you're wondering if it's strong enough to do what I just did, it is indeed. And this is just a standard production unit. There's nothing special about it. All right, thanks. Hope you enjoyed that little demonstration. It uses basically a one-piece CNC milled mount, and for those of you who are looking to mount this with the red camera, this right now is set up for a 15mm bore, and what you'll find is this part itself will be available shortly in a 19mm part. So essentially what you will do is you'll basically take your follow focus and the top clamp system, you'll just replace this one part, and now you'll have a follow focus that works on 15 and 19mm rails and works at fairly tall heights with the ability to adjust height. Now, one of the things we're kind of proud of is our marking ring is magnetically attached, and it's magnetically indexed, meaning it only goes on in one place. If you get it wrong, basically it kind of tells you by not sticking on there very well. So it'll kind of click into place when you've got it right. As well, the marking mechanism is designed for easy adjustment and can be turned at any point in the follow focus and tightened up, again, without getting in too tight. So that was, again, part of our design, simple, strong. All of these parts are CNC. There's no plastic. The only plastic you'll find is this piece right here. None of the internals are plastic. None of the externals are plastic, except for, again, the gear and, of course, the dry erase. And make sure you use dry erase markers on this. But, and naturally, the port here, and again, it's a 100%, it's a one-piece aluminum actuator, knob, whatever you want to call it. It uses a standard follow focus port. So of course you can put a whip and a crank in. We're getting a lot of questions about whips and cranks, and of course we're well underway in terms of manufacturing them. But like everything else, we want them to be perfect. And for this application, this is a follow focus that we see being used on cameras anywhere from a couple thousand or less to, right up to film cameras. So we designed it with that level of build and functionality. And I'm going to show you really quickly, because this one is not quite snugged up, I'm going to show you how the height adjustment. Now, the piece isn't actually height adjustable, but what I can do is I've loosened off our clamping system right now, which allows us to do a lot of different things, but you can see I've got this unit tilted up, and there's no reason why I can't adjust this angle if it's required, say for a low angle shot. And I can also move this down, and so on. So you can see that regardless of where this is in terms of height, I have full control and engagement. Let's say I had a huge focus ring or a very low rig. Well, I can mount it like this and have full capabilities in terms of angle. The other thing that's kind of special about this follow focus is that if I wish to run the gear, and most people will tend to have the gear forward in this configuration. Let's just meet that up. They'll want to have the gear forward. If you want to have the gear backwards or on the left. So if I was to take this off, and you can see right now, there's a good chance that if I was using a matte box and I was a lefty, I would have an interference issue right here. Now that's really simple to address because this clamping system comes off the unit. In other words, I can basically, we've got clearance holes, essentially. I mean, they're there to save weight, but what I can do is essentially loosen these clamps. And what that lets me do is completely remove this and flip it 180. So when I finish this procedure, this gear would actually be over here. It just takes it would probably take a minute or two to do it. And that gives you the functionality. Again, super rigid design, no play anywhere, but I can run it inside, outside, and upside down as our ad says. Now you'll see very soon, and this is probably a sneak peek, but you can see how this unit would work potentially upside down. If you were in a cage, again, you could mount it upside down, have the ability to adjust that angle so it makes you happy in terms of being focus pulling. And I've left this loose right now. You could tighten that right up if you like. We've left it loose slightly in order to use the unit. So I think that's a nice little overview of the features of the unit. And it will carry a lifetime warranty. And I'm going to show you a few other things that I think are really important in terms of why we think the system is good. And one of the big things is that a lot of the other follow focuses out there are using zip gears, which are plastic. Our focus gears, we've had taken a bit of flack over the last few years because people have asked, well, why are they so expensive? Well, they're aluminum, and they're anodized, and they're, again, a lifetime part, which will carry a lifetime warranty with our follow focus. So our next session, we're going to discuss how to fit the ring, and we're just going to give you a little tutorial on how to permanently, which we like to do, mount our rings on your lenses. You basically, the best setup is to spend a few minutes, install them, and leave them there. So we're going to show that to you, and we'll put a few more shots together so you have a better idea of the follow focus.